to be able to have opportunity to be able to celebrate a 20-year celebration as we are today.
I've been able to go on some better world trips and see that hope still runs. And you're going to understand what we mean when we do our offering.
It's always a privilege for me to share with you a report of what has happened over the years. And I'm not going to share all of the 20 years because we'll be here for many days if we did that. But I still remember when Brian and I stood up right here on this side and said that we were going to raise $5,000 a year. That's all the church board said that we could do once a year. And we came up and we said we have a plan, as Brian mentioned to you. And you could have gone home that afternoon or after church and said, here are two young fools trying to change the world with $5,000. Some of you did, I know, told me about it later. But you came back the following week and we counted up the money. And there was $12,000. And a week later it came up to $18,000. Only thing was Brian and I didn't know what to do beyond the $5,000 because that's really what we had planned on. But because of your generosity, compassion, and kindness, I can tell you at one time the people who walked through this river today have this beautiful bridge. I can tell you that this clinic that served 6,000 people, and because of your commitment and care, has this beautiful building, the last phase of which was opened a few months ago. I can tell you that people cared about Janet when I found her in 1999 with this picture. Today she is in high school and going to be graduating this year.
We have a good group of friends and family who Emma was able to connect with, and they sponsored her in different amounts for the run.
Thank you very much, Emma. I have a little present for you that shows the pictures and everything that you did to make a difference, right? So you can keep this as a reminder of all that you have done and continue to do for a better world. Thank you very much for coming today. So last Christmas, just before I went to Kenya, Kalista often, like other children, gave me things to take. They said, take this and give it. I was told that you like to go shopping for shoes.
Yes.
You like to go shopping for shoes. And so you came up with a plan which was very, very interesting. And that was, you were going to go and buy a pair of shoes that fitted you. Then I was supposed to go and find somebody who would actually have an exact fit when I got back to Kenya. So I did. But tell me what happened. Just a few weeks before I left, you came up with how many pairs of shoes?
15.
And all the children who got to wear them. All right? Yes, thank you very much.
So this Freedom Run 5000 came about as a result of that.
And my name is Jared Webb, and I kind of wish that I had my aunt here to come and talk to me, for me too, so. But I'm originally from BC, and I'm also graduating in.
So it's my pleasure to recognize the Westwood Community High School of Fort McMurray as the recipients of the 2010 A Better World Citizen of the Year. When you as educators take the lead in directing the students to think about the needs of the world. Thank you so very much for making a better world.
To Emery Perry and to Marina Angus for taking moving out of their comfort zone to travel 29,000 kilometers away to make a better life.
Our family became involved with A Better World in 1999, shortly after Eric made their first trip. Eric's enthusiasm and dedication to making this a better world was
my father actually pastored a church here in 1948. My mom was a nurse in the hospital at that time, and my dad was going to Edmonton to the university to get his education. They actually moved on for a while, and then we came back a few years later.
Looked at the costs of going as a family, and then what we were dedicating to do this teacher housing, and I said, Eric, you know, I've got a bit of a problem with this. I said, there's only so much money there. Are we better to spend it on this trip as a family, or are we better to do this project and put it right into the hands of the Africans? And he looked at therapy for 20 years, told him about the project. He said, I'd love to be involved, and that was the key catalyst in making this the success that it's been, and getting A Better World off to the fantastic start. As far as I'm concerned, I just happened to be there in the right place at the right time.
This great fear that I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning thinking it's Monday and be in the middle of my Monday morning run and go, oh no. And then the other first for me is, see, I usually work in blue jeans and a shirt, and on Sunday we don't do it.
We thank you, Father, for such an inspiration this morning. We thank you that you planted a spark in our heart, not to rest until we see the restoration.
Over the water, they actually have the piping and stuff is contained so that nobody can come and take the water, which is nice to know. And so they have now the secure water.
And to the 10:30 program, you're welcome to stay behind and enjoy the second service. You may wish to go and get something to eat. So thank you very much, and we'll begin very shortly.